Hey everyone. So this is my first video uh, attempting to develop a consistent self-care routine for my face. I started with the hair with all these different oils I am working up and using the ayurvedic powders. But now I seriously want to have a consistent and useful uh, regime for taking care of my face, specifically because as I make these videos, sometimes I just catch myself looking at my face and thinking, oh my God, I look so tired. My complexion is uh, just discolored and all over the place. So I really want to address it internally and externally. So this is the external part. And bear with me. I know it seems crazy. It's like, why is this guy putting this on tape? But the fact is, I want to make these improvements, and putting this stuff on video, one, holds me accountable, and two, I'm sure I can't be the only person who has just been kind of like half-assed about their um, facial regime. So I am jumping in, like with the hair growth, and going to be trying different things to improve my complexion. Now, my go-to person for this is my niece Annie, who is an expert in this as a cosmetologist. She has those skills and is kind enough to share them with me. She's recommended using Cetaphil as a cleanser, which I got online through Amazon. And I also picked up this kind of brush, electronic brush thing that is supposed to help stimulate, I guess, not a deeper cleansing and I think the collagen in your face as you're doing it. We'll see. So, step one is, I'm sorry, I cut myself, so I just put my hand in some hot water because the first step is supposed to be opening up the pores. So I'm supposed to be opening up the pores with a hot rag. Okay. And then I am going to apply this Cetaphil. I don't know if I'm doing it correctly, putting it onto here first. Then I'm going to okay, this is going to be interesting. It just gotta feel good because it's kind of stimulating the skin with the rotator, but I've never really used this before, so I have no idea if I'm doing this right or not. But we shall see. So I thought I would do this first, a cleansing, and then after that, I wanted to do a clay mask because I picked up some bentonite clay and some apple cider vinegar that's supposed to be really good for it. But this is step one, kind of cleansing the face. And I'm just spending a few minutes on it just so I can really feel the stimulation in the skin. And I'm trying to avoid where the bags are just because that area is supposed to be really sensitive. So I don't want to make it any worse. But we'll see. And listen, I am not an expert, as you can obviously see. So I am not averse to any comments that are constructive or suggestions of a product to try. I'm trying to really stick with the whole all-natural approach as much as possible. Okay. All right, so that's step one. Well, I guess step two. Step one is the hot towel mask to open up the pores. Step two is using this electronic cleanser or whatever it's called to stimulate and get the ball going. And then step three, I guess, is ripping it off. Okay. 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 Okay, so that is. I'm trying to dry my face out. So I'm gonna make sure I do this in the morning when I wake up and at night before I go to bed. Hopefully, well, it does make my skin feel a little smooth. But you can see, I feel like it's a lot of discoloration in my face. So I want to work on that. Okay, step one, hot rag to open up the pores. Step two was using the Cetaphil with this electronic facial cleanser. Step three is wiping off, and probably the best thing is to use cold water, wiping it off to close things up. I have a kind of facial mask, so what I was going to do is use that afterwards on it, and I can show you guys that later. But for now, I've got my cleansing going. Okay. All right, part two. So forgive me, I know I said earlier that I was going to do a bentonite clay mask, but I decided I'm gonna make a separate video for that because what I want this video to be about is what my daily cleansing regime will be in the morning and at night before I go to bed. So the first part was doing the cleanser, and I really do like how my face feels after using that electric facial brush. So the next step after the cleansing is doing a toner. Now, what I've found is I've picked up a bottle of apple cider vinegar. Bragg's is my favorite brand, so I always get them. It's organic, has the mother So it's as healthy a version of apple cider vinegar that you can get. And apple cider vinegar is supposed to be really great as a toner for your skin. It also is good for acne, exfoliating, for sunburn, and protecting and tightening your skin. But what really got me wanting to do it is that it says it's very helpful for skin tags, and that seems to be what I have on my face. So I am going to get religious about using that. So I got a cotton ball, and I put a little apple cider vinegar in this little rectangular bowl, and I'm using it to really work my face and work the areas that have the skin tags. Well, over time, I'm sure I will get better at this. So, I really just want to just start developing healthier habits, and as I do them more and more, I'm sure I will find ways to get better. But I want to just make sure I get the apple cider vinegar into the areas, especially where there's the skin tags, which they say the skin tags are benign, but I think they're also because I am a type 2 diabetic, which I am looking to address through diet and exercise, since it is a lifestyle disease. I don't want to take medication of any kind. So I know I must seem like the craziest person. I want to do everything natural. But I got myself into this situation through my choices, so I want to make better choices to get myself out of it. So going the natural route to me feels like the best way to go. And this is good because it's kind of picking up the extra dirt that was not, I guess, removed, or maybe it's removing the dead skin cells that weren't or weren't removed or were shaken loose from that facial cleanser. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to just be as thorough as possible. And see, it's like this area where things are kind of, discoloration is darker. And along here, with all the skin tags, I just really want to invest in making healthier habits and choices in my self-care routine. So it's a little messy. I'm sorry I keep knocking the table, so hopefully this video is stable. Because doing this on tape, I can't really keep doing this over and over again because I'm actually cleansing my face with the apple cider vinegar. I'm not faking it. And I don't want to do like a million takes of it. So this will be a work in progress. But, okay. So I think I've done a good job of getting everything in. Okay, so I've established, it does kind of feel like my face is a lot cleaner than it was before. So of my daily routine, I'm going to use the Cetaphil and the facial uh, cleanser, electric cleanser, to hopefully stimulate the collagen in my face as it cleanses out the dirt and clears the pores. And then after I've done that whole routine with the hot towel to open up the pores, use the Cetaphil and the facial cleanser, and then cold water to seal the face back up, seal the pores with cold water. I use a toner, which is part 2, apple cider vinegar, using a cotton ball or whatever kind of cleansing pad you want to use. I figure cotton ball is the safest way to go. And cleanse it using apple cider vinegar. That helps tighten up the skin, and over time it is supposed to be helpful with skin tags. So I will be doing this religiously every day, if only to really seriously work on these skin tags externally as I work on it internally with my diet. Because part of my journey is reversing my type 2 diabetes through diet and exercise. So hopefully with making better food choices, I will be able to get my blood sugar under control, and that with the apple cider vinegar externally, I may start to turn things around. Okay, so I know there's another step that I'm missing, but for now, I've got 2 steps in my daily self-care routine for my face. And I'm looking forward to seeing over the next few months. Well, we might as well say, won't we check in, since I have the 1-year experiment on getting the hair going, regrowing, that we will check in at a year's time to see just how much improvement has come from having a consistent facial regime to cleanse my face, to tone it, and also kind of keep things clean with a weekly clay mask for the face. Okay, so stay tuned for that video on the bentonite clay mask, but that's it for now. You've got my first 2 stages of my daily facial self-care routine. So wish me luck. I really want to get my face looking as healthy as possible and feeling as healthy as possible. So if any of you guys have any tips or suggestions on things to try that are natural, feel free to leave a message in the comments. And if anyone's interested, in the description box below, I will leave an Amazon link for the Cetaphil, for the apple cider vinegar, and for the facial cleanser if you're interested in checking that out. Okay? Well, thanks for going on this ride with me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Besos.